episode is brought to you by the CIA. Not that one, the other CIA, Champion Insurance Agency. Visit them at www.champinsurance.com, not .gov like the other guys. Champion Insurance handles both personal and commercial insurance with professional service and relationship building that is bar none. www.champinsurance.com. This episode is brought to you by
My time's come today. I've learned the suicide. Sometimes that's okay. Hear what others say. I'm here standing hollow, falling away from me, falling away from me.
So we're back. Well, some of us are back, sort of. I'm back. I'm back. I had to call it early last week. By the way, I'm still Wild Bill, and that's Jim. And I unfortunately missed it last week. We are fully remote now.
Fully remote.
So it's not often that I call out, but I got the double whammy. I got the Kovic. I got the fucking Kovic burger. And I am also, if it appears like I'm hunched over and or leaning or wincing or making faces, I am. I also dislocated my hip, and I'm bleeding internally. So
things are going well.
Yeah, real good. So COVID ran through the house. I got it. I ended up getting it at last. But, and I ended up, so let's backtrack a little bit. So last Saturday we had the Team USA Ironman. That's where I dislocated my hip, and it was okay. Saturday night, even into Sunday was fine. And then I woke up Monday morning and went to do the morning shit, and went to go drop the draws, and I put my hand on my left hip and went, oh, fuck. And then didn't even do the poops, and then stared at my ass and my hip in the fucking mirror. Because when I went to fucking put my hands on my hips, I took, after further investigation, I looked and realized it wasn't a premonition. I looked, and it looked like I had a fucking implant, like an ass implant, like a fucking Kim K cheek on my left side. Regular ass cheek on this side, and not so much on this side. And I went, oh, for fuck's sake, dude. And then, I did what any man does. I immediately run and go tell the wife.
Right. Because you think she's going to know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. And and I woke her up out of a dead sleep too. So it's like,
oh, even better.
I walked in, and I do the, I'm dramatic about everything. So I fucking swung the door open and then just fucking stood
there naked.
Yeah. Well, with the, that drop, waited for her to, stir a little bit first.
Right.
And then I have a problem. And immediately, I guess, usually if someone's standing there nude in front of you, usually, the eyes go right to the crotch. So she's looking at the fucking penis silhouette, and I'm like, no, not there. There's
nothing
there.
wrong on that side. And the other side.
Jesus Christ. And so I go to work, and it just.
So this didn't bother you while you were playing?
Not up until, I'm pretty sure I know when I did it too, because there was one instance where play was in our zone, and the dudes got it maybe just inside the face-off circle to my left, and I don't know if a stick got caught up, but I know that I fell going this way, and it just so happened that I fell right in front. Dudes lining up for a slap shot,
right?
And I I ate the shot. Like it hit me right in the chest. I know I felt that. It was bad enough that I know the ref went like, Trophy turned around. I'm like,
oh shit.
But no, to answer your question, no, I didn't feel anything like in the hip that would make me go, fuck. So I got, I go to work Monday or whatever. And then by noon, I'm like, nah, I'm off, dude. Like not just my leg. Like I just felt something was off. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck. So I came home, and when I got home, I had a fever. It was like 103, something like that. Like what? Okay. And I'm also losing it a little bit too, because I thought I heard, it was 102.9 or something like that. And I thought she said 106 or 105.6. And I said, shouldn't I be dead? What do you mean? So, well, what's the cutoff to where you're dead? Like, isn't it pretty hot?
Yeah, I mean, 105, I would think you'd be dead.
Yeah, so it was like, I had like a 103, and then I took the test, and I was positive, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And I'm like, now I got this fucking leg issue, and I can't fucking, like, can't do anything. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So, yeah, it was like Monday, right whenever I texted you, like last Monday, I'm like, nah, that's a wrap. And then eventually it got the first 24 was absolutely horrific. All of it was horrific, but like that first 24 hours was absolutely terrible. I think I took like 3 showers overnight and the body aches. It was just fucking horrific body aches. That and the fever was just, it felt like being dope sick. And I think I've just said that before, like, but not having been through it. And I know that for me, it was, that I kind of was dreading that part, because I don't think anybody likes being dope sick. Having been dope sick before,
right?
Almost like it's almost like the bullshit, but you don't get any of the cool being high part. Not that that's a bad,
right. Yeah, that's
really bad way to describe fucking shooting heroin. You don't get the cool part.
Right. Yeah.
But but that first 24 was that was absolutely horrific. And I lost my challenge. I'm not going to be the last person on earth that doesn't get it. So I was really disappointed about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is your first go around with it.
Yeah, made it 33 months or however long it's been out now. So
it was a nice run. You did a nice run.
It was solid. Yeah, I'm late to the game like everything in my life. Yeah. Late bloomer, got the fucking so then the fucking yeah. Yeah. And then, dude, but then so I tried to do whatever, like stay home and do all that shit. But then by Friday morning, my leg and my back hurt so bad. I'm like, I started fucking bugging. I'm like, and the swelling didn't go down at all either. And I'm like, I just started bugging out. I'm like, fuck, am I going to lose this fucking leg, dude? So I went to the hospital, and they were like, I had to do the disrobe thing again, and then fucking had to, fucking grab him,
Was it a male nurse or a male?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So he was all up in there.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. So then x-rays were negative, but he said, the thing that hurt the most was I think I ended up putting it back in place myself because it was dislocated. He said, yeah, you definitely, dislocated it. How did you? I said, I kind of rolled around on the floor. I used the fucking foam roller, and they're like, yeah, and what's the really sad part is like the nurse ladies and shit, and they're like, oh yeah, you're the hockey guy. And I said, yeah. And the X-ray lady tech, I think her name was Audrey. She's like, you look familiar. I said, Audrey, this is the 4th fucking time I've been in here this year. Oh, really? For what? I said,
because I continue to play a child's sport as an adult. That's why.
Yeah,
because I continue to get hurt.
because I'm fucking old. Yeah. So yeah,
you've gone from the broken wrist, and then that healed. Or was it the hand? Or was it your hand?
So this calendar year, I think I busted the bursa sac in here in this elbow, and then I broke and then I had the thumb for a while,
right,
and then the wrist,
yep,
and then now so technically so the hip is a dislocated hip, hip pointer, and busted the bursa sac in my hip, and made it. I don't know if I gotta get some soft tissue MRI or whatever. I don't fucking know,
dude. It might be time. Might be time to hang him up.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I think it's what do they say? What do the white people say? What do the uber white people say? The writing's on the wall, dude.
The writing's on the wall, dude. It's time. Luckily, I went out on my own terms.
Yeah,
I stopped playing on my own terms, not due to an injury, but I mean, everything was piling up. You know, just the aches and pains, and going into work the next day, like limping. And it was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Fuck you, man! I just played hockey last night. Leave me alone." But like all through my 20s, I could play for 4 hours and go to work the next day. You know, it sucks getting old.
And then the fucking, the most insulting part is the doctor guy, right? He's like, when it was like doing the test, I had to put the one, try and put the one leg over your knee or whatever, right? Uh-huh. But on the opposite side, because he was like, I was like, that's not happening on the other side, dude. So he's like, all right, we'll try this side. And then insults me later on. He's like, yeah, you're not really all that flexible. And I also wanted to go, yo, fuckface, I have fucking COVID right now, and not sure if you just told me the fucking hip on the other side is dislocated. I said, and then it was like, he's like, yeah, I guess maybe I didn't explain it well enough. I don't know that I needed to, but he was like, I guess he assumed that I was just playing outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like
on concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, well, you got that, doc, whatever.
You can't explain like playing on deck to these fucking people. They don't know.
Yeah. It does. Yeah. I just
when he said that, you should be like, let's go outside, doc. I bet you I can fucking still go around you.
Flex. Yeah.
I'll give you a stick and I'll take a stick. I'll still go around you.
You're
Doc.
Cool, Doc. You're grabbing man ass all day, dude.
He's cashing that check, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for him. I mean, they were cool. I mean, it just, what a fucking week, right? So I don't even know that I haven't even told anybody. Not really. Maybe outside of like maybe my grandma and a couple other people. So
are you still COVID positive?
Nah, I mean that was like a week ago.
Oh, okay. So you're in the clear there.
I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what the fucking rules are.
Well, you got to test.
I haven't left the house, so it doesn't really fucking. So I mean, what, man? I mean, maybe tomorrow. I'll test tomorrow. I should be okay. I think, what did they say? 5 days? But that's 5 days after you test. I don't even.
It's been different every time.
All the time. Knows? Thank God it wasn't in the beginning, dude. Oh my God, 14 days. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I was in my bedroom when I got it for 4 days, and it felt like a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
Like the COVID wasn't that bad. I mean, the worst part for me with COVID was the headache.
Yeah.
The headaches were unbearable, and the sore throat. But other than that, it was just like a cold. But I couldn't leave the fucking bedroom, so I had my wife bringing me fucking food and shit. And like when they left the house, I could go downstairs, but it just sucked. That's the worst part of it.
The other thing that was like fucking pretty. Well, the lethargy is pretty bad. That's and I'm not
You
usually
had leprosy from it? I didn't know that
leprosy.
was-
Yeah, the leprosy is absolutely horrific.
Fucking ear fell off.
Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, that part, and like the disassociative feeling,
Yeah.
like you're not like that part, and like the mental fuckery of like where it's like I feel like mentally felt like a couple of times like over the past couple of days, like, yo, I'm back, all right, I'm good, you know what I mean? And then it's
Yeah.
like physically you're not, and you're like that. I think that like so the disconnect or the mind fuck there was like, and just like for someone like me that's completely high strung all the time and trying to just fuck it, just take it down. There's
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, so I think, once it got past that part, it was like, all right, well, you're in, just fuck it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that shit sucked. But I guess I told him, I did tell one of my uncles, I was like, yeah, I got a slight COVID. He's like, slight? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you don't get slight.
it's-
You either get it or you don't.
You got the light version.
COVID
That's
light.
like COVID light. I think, yeah, that was probably, I think that was just me lying to myself or didn't even know, you know what I mean? Like, because I think maybe like as far as the actual like sinus issues and the headaches and a lot of the symptoms that other people had, I didn't get till like maybe like Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
you don't know exactly when when you got it. I mean, you could have
Yeah.
got it 3 days earlier, and it you don't fucking know. That's the
Yeah.
crazy thing about it. But yeah, COVID's it's coming back. It's on a comeback, but I don't foresee like mask mandates or anything like that because I just don't think it's as potent as it was before.
Well, I think that however people may or may not feel about the vaccines and their efficacy. Oh, two big words tonight.
It's huge.
That and that's fucking crazy. I did lethargy and efficacy, and I can't even pronounce the name of my own show. But anyway, whether or not they're effective or not, but it's also helped develop antibodies. And then the fact that it's been out for several years now, and it's as widespread as it was, and people passing it around. I would like to think that people like myself that were out all the time probably just started to develop some natural antibodies if I didn't already have it.
Of
I know
course.
Scotty was really disappointed because the whole smoking crack in the 90s thing, we thought that was,
That would help.
if you did that, then you were yeah.
But,
He was,
Didn't work.
he was one of the people I called the other day. I'm like, damn. He's like, damn.
I guess he didn't get COVID, right?
Not yet. No, and he's like,
Not
fuck that. He's like, that fucking scares me so much, dude. On a positive note, so yeah, we had the Team USA function, and if I didn't know any better, it looked like our event. It looked like an Angry Algorithms event because there was
Oh
fucking
yeah, the pod squad.
Yeah, the pod squads was everywhere. Like
Nice.
I know one of my buddies looked at one point. He's like, "Yo, how many fucking teams did you sponsor in this thing, dude?" I said, "I didn't sponsor any." And he's like, all these. How much did you pay all these kids to wear your shit? I said, I didn't pay them any. They pay me.
Nothing.
That's the
That's
best
right.
part, dude. They pay. No, they don't. Yeah. No, that part was all joking aside, like when I thought about like was thinking about it the next day, I was like, that shit's a little bit overwhelming at times. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just a nobody. Well, I mean, I know that's my self-deprecating ways, but it's like, yeah, fuck. It's like,
Yeah, but you're popular in your
Yeah.
in your element there. I mean, everybody
Yeah.
knows you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not.
No,
on
I mean,
Scott-
it's
you're not on
yeah.
Scotty's level, but
No. It's it's gratifying. It's like fuck. I know that I jokingly said to one of the parents, to Madison's mom, her mom and her grandma were there, and I said, honestly, I said I don't even care if I win tonight. I said because I'm already won. Look at all the fucking angry faces everywhere.
that's right.
I said, and furthermore, I said, what the fuck is wrong with all these parents? Why are they letting their kids? So yeah, no, that part, like I said, that part, that shit, that means the world. It's kind of why we do it. You know what I mean? Not kind of. That's the real reason. You know what I mean? At least
Absolutely.
for me, anyway.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all the numbers are going up. I mean, everything's more people are watching and listening, and
Yeah.
it's fun to watch. I mean, I've obviously done podcasting for a long time, but that's the thing that never gets old is watching a show grow, and
Yeah.
people. I mean, I've had people that were like, dude, I was like on the bus the other day and somebody recognized me from the podcast. I'm
No
like,
shit.
that's fucking cool, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you're not fucking on Channel 6 or anything, but
Right.
That means people are paying attention.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's that's the best part about it.
Yeah, shit like that, or even like when Dave was on last week or the week before, and then all the chirping shit is all in good fun, but then when the people that were actually chirping, like the boys fucking text the next day, and then ones that typically wouldn't or typically don't listen,
Yeah.
when they respond, it's it's shit like that. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I was pumped today, like, because I know it's pod day, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh yeah.
and like I've shared this on the show before, like at this point, a lot of this shit is like catharsis for me.
That's
know what I
another
mean?
big word.
On fire today.
Another big word.
Catharsis.
I was just looking up the some of the old shows. I know the Chase D Hart show is pretty up there.
Oh, here prime examples. Here you go. So one of my buddies that was on the Pod Squad, the Tampa version,
Uh-huh.
he texted me a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to give out his name because he's local law enforcement, so I want to put that out there. He knows who he is. Now he texted me and he's like, "Yo, I saw you played against your boy the other night," and I said, "Who?" He's like, "The BMX guy." And I was like, "Oh, no shit. Did you say anything?" He's like, "No, it was understood." And I was like, "What was understood?" He's like, "Well, we both had Pod Squad jerseys on, but we were wearing different colors." I said, "Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah, there you go." Yeah. And he says, "Yeah." I mean, so like, yeah, shit like that. And when you're able to, I think I made the point either before when Chase was on, like, it helps when your friends are the best at what they do. And then we can have some crossover appeal and stuff too.
Absolutely. I mean, just looking at the YouTube numbers, I mean, we got almost 300 views from the Chase D Hart. I mean, that's a lot for
for us.
us.
Yeah.
And then even the Vlad the Impaler show, we got 100. That was a couple weeks ago.
You're like the porn star. You're like, yeah, the porn star.
The porn star show.
Oh, that's got 100.
That's got 100. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, so
guy,
that was the last one. That was the last one we did in the studio.
Yeah. So the guys that are on before you, the conversation last week, they had a rapper on, Big Noof.
Okay.
And I've never heard of him because I don't listen to rap. But there
Yeah.
were 500 views on this video for this guy.
Oh, no
and
shit.
I was like, damn. It was a pretty good show too. I mean, he was talking about how his stepdad like snitched on him and he got put in jail and shit. And, like,
Oh no
did
shit.
some time. Yeah, it was pretty deep, but it was a good show.
What was the title? Family Ties.
We didn't title it. He has a book called Impulsive Behavior and a song called Falsely Accused, a rap song. So
he's a published art, and he has a book out.
He's got a book out. Yeah.
No shit. Good for him.
Yeah, it's good. It's really performing really, really well. So it's all it takes is, you get in that algorithm, you get a couple people that share it and shit. And
plug the show. Tell everyone. Plug the name of the show so everyone knows.
The Conversation.
The Conversation.
Episode 18.
In our family of networks here at Wildfire, another show.
For now, yeah.
They're good. That's the ones that come on usually before us, right?
Yeah, they're on before.
They had the Cowtown, the Cowtown story. Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Yeah, the Cowtown story was great.
That was phenomenal. They're good. I mean, I click in. I know a couple times that I'm not just them, but like at least try to share the love among like throughout the network or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we got we got guys like Schratweiser who obviously needs no introduction. He just kills it every week. I mean, he's got over 100,000 downloads since he started. So
Jesus Christ.
He's
established too. I mean, that helps when you're a fucking. Does he have a Pulitzer? I believe he might have.
I think he has an Emmy though. I think he did win an Emmy. Yeah.
Okay.
But the crazy thing is, his social media is not that big. Like, he doesn't have this huge social media following. But I mean, people, especially when he talks about mob stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when it starts going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they eat that up.
Love it. They love it.
I mean, he had a couple episodes. He had on Phil Anastasia too, right? The writer.
George Anastasia.
Or George. Yeah.
Yeah. That used to be his partner on the show.
Okay.
And now he just comes on, probably
Solo.
once a month or once a quarter.
Yeah.
He'll come on and talk about what's going on in the mob. Yeah, it's always fun watching the shows grow. And it's crazy because there's no rhyme or reason. Like, we do this show called Speaking of Sports.
Yeah.
And like 1 week they'll get like 5 YouTube views. The next week they'll get 50.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we do the same advertising every week, the same posting. It's crazy how like people either read the headline, they don't want to watch it because of the headline.
Our shit does that. I think ours is like that sometimes too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when we have a good headline, we get more action.
That, and I think sometimes. Oh, here you go. Was our sponsor was saying this? She said, I don't know whether to click sometimes or not because I see the title and I don't know what it's about. And I said,
that's
almost never has anything, whatever the title is, it almost has nothing to do with whatever the fuck we talked about.
It was probably a blurb in passing.
I said it's usually like a snippet, one fucking whatever. Oh, yeah, and I did see I know I didn't recap when Dave was here, but I did see the sponsor. It was at Pearl Jam. So it was like a whole family outing. They way oversold. So day of, the missus. Now we already had tickets. We had the season lawn passes, right? So we already had our seats. We were in. Now the wife is a huge Pearl Jam fan, has been for many long times. And she pays attention to all the shit online or whatever.
Right.
And all the fans were like, yeah, they're all traveling, which Pearl Jam fans do extensively. They're sort of like, like kind of like Dead or like Fish, maybe not quite as crazy, but they do. They'll go to 8-9 shows in a row or whatever. So the overall consensus was this was going to be the one. There's going to be a lot. Pearl Jam has with Philly, like a huge Philly connection. It was like one of the first East Coast places to take them in before they went big, blah, 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 whatever, right? Yeah, and they didn't lie. So it was, I don't think I've ever seen that many people at a show or that many people at that venue for a show. So
really?
She said, yeah, she says the day of, she's like, I upgraded us to seats. And I'm all, well, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Fucking, we already had that. You know what I mean? Like, fucking going full Yom Kippur mode. Like, why would you do that? Fucking, rah. And as it turns out, it was a great fucking move because you couldn't even get close for parking. So we ended up parking in a fucking neighborhood in Camden for free. Good thing I knew some Spanish and spoke to the nice older woman and asked her if I could park the El Coche in front of her casa. She said no. She said no problemo. And so we didn't pay there. And then thank God we upgraded to seats because dude, when I mean they oversold it. So that's part of the overselling too, because there's probably fanatical fans, not unlike the wife, that fucking we bought 2 sets of tickets. But yeah, there was no fucking room on the thing. You know the other thing that they do that's crazy now over there? They rent the chairs. Like you used to be able to bring your chairs in, like in the lawn.
Yeah, you can't
they
bring
don't
your
do
chairs?
that. Nah, they can't. You don't. At least I don't think they rent them in there.
That's horseshit.
So they're basically selling you a seat twice, right? Like
right.
You're purchasing a lawn seat, and then you have to rent a $9 fucking chair.
If you don't want to sit on the grass.
If you don't want to sit on the fucking grass or the fucking so.
It's been so long since I've been to a fucking concert, like especially there. I can't remember the last time I was there.
Yeah.
It may have been for Pearl Jam when I fell asleep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the wife said she heard that a couple weeks ago, and she said, "Wait till I fucking see him."
I may have had an off night. I don't know. Maybe I was really drunk. I don't remember being really drunk, but maybe it was just an off night. But yeah, I mean, I know people that are fanatical Pearl Jam fans. They go every time they come.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not into a band like that. Like, there's no band that I would want to go see 100 times or 50 times. I mean, Stone Temple Pilots, I think I saw them 5 or 6 times. But like,
you ain't seeing them no more.
No, I mean it's over.
I was trying to think about it. I'm like, fuck, I think that might be like I'm probably pretty close, if not in double digits with Pearl Jam.
But that's because she wants to go.
For the most part, I mean, I've seen them 2 or 3 times prior. So, but but at least her and I think have been to 8 shows together.
That's nice.
Yeah, not all run of the mill fucking, like, almost completely different venues every time. So we've seen them like at the Garden, seen them down here, seen them in Philly, seen them in California. So we've spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's cool when you do a road trip to go see something like that. That's cool. That's fun.
I try and spread it out. I mean, I was thinking of fucking. I think I've forgotten more. I forgot that I've seen more bands than I think a lot of people have even fucking ever been to a fucking concert. Because I was like, I think I had System of a Down on today or something like that. And I was like, hey, going through the catalog and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, that would be cool to see them. And then I was like,
oh, shit.
I have. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I have. Yeah. I think the last time, and this was probably in I want to say circa 8, 9, maybe 9, 8, 9, 10-ish, around there, something like that. I think from memory recall, I think it was 96 major acts, something like that.
Wow. Yeah, I've never gone to that many concerts. I mean,
but some of them were at a Live 8, when they did that, Erase the African Debt, and they had the
Mhm.
thing on the Parkway or whatever.
Yep.
So like it's something like that. You're fucking, you know what I mean? You can knock off fucking 15, 20 fucking bands, or at a festival like last summer at fucking we seen Pearl Jam in California, and there's fucking 3 days worth of fucking bands. So
Yeah.
but
That Live 8, I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. That's like my
Okay.
band. So
yeah.
when I heard they were gonna be coming, reuniting, I was like, I want to go to fucking London. Like I
Yeah.
want to fucking go see them in London. And I just couldn't put it together. Like I
Yeah.
just started working at my job, and I didn't have the cash. And I didn't want to ask my fucking parents for
Were they in
money.
London or Berlin?
They were in London.
They were in London.
Yeah. So I was fucking devastated that I couldn't go see them. But
We were what did we watch on Friday night? We had the Live Aid, the 85
the 80
version.
ones, yeah.
So we were like just played snippets of the Philadelphia version.
Mhm.
So for any of you young bucks that are too young to know that the two concert series that we're referring to, Live Aid, they did in 1985. And they did a show in London at Wembley Stadium and a show here at JFK Stadium in Philly. And then in 2005, they did Live 8, where they did it in 8 countries.
Yep.
Maybe. I want to say
Something like
something
that.
like that. But yeah, so the 85 one was
Dude, that
it was
such a big deal. Like when that happened, I remember my
Yeah.
parents had a huge party, like because we had a pool, and my dad brought the fucking speakers outside, and like
yeah.
back then we had speakers that weighed 20 pounds. They were
Yeah.
fucking they
The
were
big giant
cock-high.
fucking box joint, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he went out and got like fucking extra speaker wires so he could fucking run them outside. He recorded it on fucking VHS, and he still fucking has it. I don't think he's ever watched it. I think he just recorded it because we had the VCR that was like this fucking big.
Yeah.
So that I just remember how fucking awesome that was, because he drove me around the stadium the night before, and it was just thousands of cars, like people just sleeping there waiting to get in. It was crazy.
Absolutely insane. They had a young Madonna. She came on, and this was like before she was like she was slowly on the uptick at the time. It was like right as I think
right after like a Virgin, probably.
Yeah, because I want to say that was what, like maybe 84. And so it was like, so it was right after the Desperately Seeking Susan, I think, had come out.
Yeah.
So, but she hadn't all the way fucking blown up all the way into the stratosphere. They had the Hooters were there. They had what was the other one? Oh, fucking Run DMC. They also hadn't all the way blown yet. So it was like, I just think it's interesting, like how you put all those acts together, like on one stage for something like that. And it seemed like back in the day, like nobody was like boxed in, like where now you have specific festivals catering to a specific boxed in kind of music,
genre,
genre specific or whatever.
Right. Like Made in America.
Yeah, like back then it was like, yo, this is what it is, man. Just fucking everyone shut the fuck up, chill out, and fucking just go listen to music. You don't like it, go get a beer, whatever. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, I mean, like listen to, they had like Elvis Costello and then Sade.
Right.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
And then Sting and Phil Collins doing Police songs.
Yeah. Now
Brian
Phil Collins, interestingly enough, did both.
That was amazing.
He played in London, and then they fucking put him on a G5 as soon as he was done.
The Concorde.
Flew across. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The fucking Concorde.
And they flew him across, and then he fucking showed up and then played here.
And then he played with, I believe, Page and Plant, right?
No, actually, Tony Thompson from Chic filled in with those two, and that was the first. And John Paul Jones. That was the first time that Zeppelin had performed together. So John Bonham got replaced by a black guy, Tony Thompson,
Okay.
who can absolutely fuck you. He could absolutely jam.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he also went and formed. After that, it was him, Tony Thompson, the two guys from Duran Duran, and Robert Palmer formed the Power Station.
Power Station. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah.
Listen to this lineup in Philly. Joan Baez, The Hooters, Billy Ocean, Black Sabbath, Run DMC, Rick Springfield, REO Speedwagon, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Judas Priest, Bryan Adams, The Beach Boys, George Thorogood, Simple Minds, Pretenders, Santana, Madonna, Tom Petty, Kenny Loggins, The Cars, Neil Young, Power Station, Thompson Twins, Eric Clapton, Phil Collins, Led Zeppelin, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Duran Duran, Patti LaBelle, Hall & Oates, Mick Jagger. I mean, holy fuck, dude. That's like that's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right there.
Oh, I watched the George Thorogood the other night. Big George Thorogood guy. Yeah, that was good. And he came out, and who the fuck came out with him? Fucking was it BB King or was it BB King? Might have been. Maybe BB King. Who just Bo Diddley? BB King, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Yeah, just like think about for our boy for Dave from the Hooters, right? Think about, someone like them who's from Philadelphia, right? Who had started to also skyrocket, like they're like getting whatever the white people term is. Yeah, there you go. Fucking shot out of a cannon.
Yep.
So like they go from, in a matter of like 4 or 5 years, playing fucking corner bars in the city to they're playing fucking Live Aid in front of 100 in your home, essentially your home stadium in front of 110,000 people.
Yeah.
That's
and
fucking
then being
insane.
broadcast over in London too.
Yeah. Fucking insane. Sound quality sucked, and some of the video quality sucked when you look back and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I wish there was a way. I mean, I don't know if they did or not, but they could remaster that or fucking do something. It'd be so fucking cool. I was talking to Dave the other day, and he's like blown away because they did a tour in Europe. They did 2 legs, and they're selling out, and they're playing in front of 40,000 people, 50,000 people. He's like, it's fucking insane that these people want to hear the Hooters again.
Yeah, they want to hear all your zombies. What?
Yeah, and we danced.
Can you imagine though? Like that's gotta. I can't fucking imagine. Like, I know you talk about like adrenaline junkies, or like in my old cases, it used to be the rush on the ride to go cop drugs. But I can assure you that there's probably nothing like to what you're speaking about now, like comparable. Like I know I've heard like professional athletes or like a boxer or a fucking WWE guy when they fucking hit the tunnel and they come out, or
Right.
like in Dave's case, achieving that fucking the pinnacle, right? And then, go back and tour, and then fucking 40 years later, you're fucking selling out 40,000 seats. That's got to put you right back in that fucking, like make you, I can't imagine there's anything that makes you feel that alive. Hearing the pop,
Look at 'em.
here, yeah, look at them
So
all.
funny.
Hearing the pop for 40,000 people, I mean,
Yeah, the wrestling thing is interesting because a lot of the guys say that's their drug.
that's it.
Like
Yeah.
it's something you can't replicate. Like even The Rock, he's like, he can go and make 50 movies, make 25 million a movie, but nothing compares to walking out at WrestleMania in front of 70,000 people.
No.
And people chanting your name and knowing all your fucking catchphrases.
And having all that, like I said when I saw Rage, or like like having that, and for someone like a De La Roche or The Rock, where you have that and you're able to you can
Got him right in the palm
you got
of your
him right in
hand.
the fucking palm of your hand, and you control it with a oh my god. I guess that is it. You know what I mean? Like that, having all that power. Fuck. Sign me up.
I think I talked about it when we talked about this, but Scott Weiland was the fucking king of frontmen. Like he held the fucking crowd, like no other. I mean, he could do no wrong.
Yeah. One of my buddies used to get high with him in the East Village when he was not doing well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, yeah. He's like him and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he said he used to see them wandering around like, yeah, this is years ago, but yeah. Is that Judas Priest?
He dressed up like Judas Priest, yeah.
Oh, that's Scott Weiland dressed up as Judas Priest. Yeah. I don't think I saw Scott Weiland. I never saw Scott Weiland. No, wait,
Wow.
Was he Velvet Revolver?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him with Velvet Revolver.
I wanted to go to this show too. This was in Latrobe. There's the Rolling Rock Town Fair
Yeah.
in 2001. Yeah.
Yeah.
to go
Oh,
to that
yeah.
too.
I was going to go out to that. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be a great show too.
Oh, fuck. You know what I was looking at the other day? Oh, I know what it was. Might have been yesterday. So I started going down the fucking System of a Down rabbit hole or whatever. And so the Toxicity album or record had dropped like 2001, just like summer of 01. So just before 9/11. And
Right.
then 9/11 happens, and then Clear Channel and some of the other fucking, the radios had come up with a list of 165 songs that they thought were probably not appropriate, although the list still sometimes circulates or whatever. But like, for example, like Knocking on Heaven's Door. They said, probably not that. So that, and one of their songs was on there. And then as I was reading, I get down and it said, Rage Against the Machine, entire catalog. And I was thinking, you got to be shitting me. So they said, and it wasn't necessarily, it could have just been one sentence or one line of lyric per song or whatever. And for whatever reason, I think the list was like, it had 165 songs. And to date, when the list came out, they put the whole Rage catalog, which was 49 songs. So like a fifth or a third of the list was fucking all Rage songs. Jesus Christ. But
Talk about overthinking it.
Yeah, it's just a bit much. So Florida's not doing too good, huh?
No, Florida got banged up a little bit.
Yeah, that shit was rough, man.
That was probably, I mean, let me see if I can pull up Jim Cantori.
Oh, I saw him. Did you see him get hit by the tree branch?
Yeah.
On live TV? Yeah, I was watching. When he's like, he's like in the fucking, he's like fucking out in the middle of the street and the wind's, so he's like got to fucking do the lean. And as he's doing the lean, he's like, let me take this in. Right. And as he's saying he's going to take it in, this fucking giant tree branch comes and just takes him out. But it takes his leg. And yes, this is it. This is exactly it. Yep. Right there. I was watching that live on TV. Right. And so then look, then he brings it over. Right. And he leans on this, John. Right. But then, see, I had it from they had it from the other angle. So when he's fucking holding on to this thing, right, that fucking stop sign behind him, he realizes it starts going. Look, it's like hanging by a loose tooth.
Yeah.
Well, there's another time he goes back out and he realizes that the thing's fucking shaking behind him and it comes up. So it almost wrapped around to where it was like almost took his legs out.
Oh my God.
And then well, then he puts the one leg on it to try and like hold it down. And then it's like fucking lifted. Dude. Just go inside, man.
Yeah, like
It was at that point he's like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna come over here. This is gonna be a long week. I thought, yeah, dude, like it hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, I mean, even Katrina, I don't remember seeing winds like that. Like usually they can stand there and like, oh yeah, here's a gust, but like this was like nonstop for like 15 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Like these people were fucking battered for 15 hours. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I know. I know Scotty's brother's neighborhood is it's not there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gone.
Holy shit! I didn't.
That bridge
I totally forgot about Rory.
That bridge that they kept showing.
Yeah.
The one that wasn't there.
That's
the bridge to get to Roars.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I guess his house is.
You don't even know.
Are they up here or are they just?
No, Roar. I texted Scotty Tuesday night. And I said, "Have you talked to your brother? Did he evacuate?" And he said, "Yeah, he went inland 10 miles." And I went like a fucking. So yes, he's safe. He's safe.
Right.
But for a lot of those people on Pine Island, it's not. They don't even know when they're going to be able to. I heard last update is like they're going to do some kind of gravel bridge temporarily, at least I guess to get like the only way that you can get out to Pine Island and Sanibel Island now at this point is like either by boat or a helicopter or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck.
So yeah, it's not good, man.
It's been over top of us for fucking 5 days. It's been raining for 5 days.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this much rain in fucking years.
No, I'm kind of smiling.
Put more grass seed down too. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of smiling because I'm like, yo, it couldn't have come at a better time. You know what I mean? Like I ended up losing it. Got washed out a couple of days last week because of the rain. So it's not like I had to call out, and then it rained the past 2 days. So I'm like, all right,
yeah, okay.
Get him back to bed. All right, go back to bed. Oh, can you pull that picture up that I sent you?
Yep.
So Justin had sent this to me this morning. Justin's on the road. He's south of the Mason-Dixon, and he's at his pickup. I shared this on the social medias. That's not me, everyone, because I got several texts and quite a few comments back. Wait, so that's not you? No, that is 100% not me. That is the Tennessee doppelganger version of Wild Bill. That's Wild Phil.
Wild Phil in Tennessee.
So Justin, Justin said he got to his delivery this morning and he said, "What the fuck?" And saw that dude. And then I said, "What'd you do?" And he said, "I walked right up and looked him right dead in his eyes and said, 'Yo, what up?'" So as he's telling me that, the wife sends me the same picture and I'm looking and I'm like, "What the fuck? Where did they get? Are they?" And I thought they were fucking with me. And then I walked in and I said, "Yo." And she's like, "Nah, Justin sent it." And I said, "Yeah." So Justin's on the road looking at, yeah, I called him right after that and started laughing. He was like, "Yo, the shit's fucked up, dog." He's like, "Cause he had like the same drip as you and everything." Like, fucking. I said something like, I forget. Yeah, that shit was funny though. We were dying. Fucking.
Yeah, when you sent it to me, I'm like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
That's fucking you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to say for the past couple of weeks, and I've, slipped my mind because, I get fucking thinking about other stuff.
Yeah, you have
but we
no
didn't really.
short-term memory.
Yeah. They we didn't even fucking mention that like the two pretty significant things going on in baseball. That did Aaron Judge hit a home run yet or no?
I haven't been paying attention. I can look it up.
He's stuck on the American. He's stuck with Roger Maris at 61, and then very quietly Albert Pujols.
Oh, yep, he hit number 62 tonight.
Okay, so there you go. So Aaron Judge is the AL home runs in a season leader now, and
Yep.
Albert Pujols moved into what, like third all time or something, or
Number 703.
Albert Pujols and number 2 all time in RBIs.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think he might come back for another year.
Nah, I think he said he was done. Well, I mean, earlier in the year he said he was done regardless of whether he hit 700 or not. So, but very quietly, yeah.
I mean, the way he's raking in the second half. I mean, if he did half of that next season, he could probably fucking catch Hank Aaron.
755. I mean, that's probably doable, right? Maybe. I mean, he'd have to go on a fucking another tear at 40. He's like 42,
yeah, I mean,
right?
he'd have to hit 50. He would need 2-3 years maybe.
Yeah.
He's not going to catch him.
No.
But I mean, he's reached, his career's had a resurgence.
Yeah.
Just in
for
the
sure.
second half. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the Phillies snuck in, huh?
Phillies are in. They hit their magic number last night. They're gonna. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, if they can put a couple wins together to close the season, they might get lucky and go on a little run.
I really thought they were going to blow it, and it was almost insurmountable a couple of weeks ago because I was on my way home from the rink or maybe from the pod or something, and it was something crazy like where they worked the numbers between us and the Brewers, and it was like we had to go like just slightly above 500, and they had to go like 18-9.
Right.
The Brewers, and we didn't, and we almost
and they did.
And they did, yeah. And I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me. And then I looked, I seen a graphic the other day statistically over the course of since 2011 or 12, since the last time we made the playoffs, since the last time the Phils made the playoffs, I think they only have one season in which their September win-loss was above 500.
Yeah, they're horrible in September. Horrible. It's all mental.
Hopefully they get, you know what I mean? Once they get past that. Oh, and the Flyers are shitting the bed. They were up 2. I think there's 3.
Well, I was going to say, meanwhile, in Flyers land.
Yeah. It's 3-3.
So he gets completely fucking turned around.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Barzal re-signed. Did you see that? I think, 8 years, 9 million something average.
Yeah. I took the kid to training camp on Saturday.
Oh, I saw.
And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn shame. Like there's nobody. There was maybe 20 people there, 25.
Yeah.
And Carter Hart came over he was the only one that came over to the railing inside and was just talking with people, getting signed autographs, having picture taken. Such a nice fucking kid, man. I mean,
yeah.
To want to do that, like, it's. I mean, he didn't have to do that. They have the autograph thing outside.
Right.
But he's like, fuck it. I'm gonna go over, take a couple pictures. What's it gonna take? 10 minutes? He was there for maybe 10 minutes.
I kind of feel bad for him.
I feel really bad for him because he's gonna be on a shitty team for a long time.
Yeah, I was thinking about it tonight, and I was like, man, not for nothing, but like, even they just went everything they did, they just completely fucked him, like basically, because they kind of rushed him in. Like if everyone remembers, it was the COVID year, right? Or was it the year before where they were really, really bad? And they had a horrible record in December, and everyone was like, they're like, fuck it. Well, if we're really that bad. And then they fucking kind of started to turn around, and it's like you rushed them the fuck in. And then now you rush them for what? Like you just shit the bed fucking consistently. They don't play D. They don't play well in front of them. They don't do anything. And it's like,
Oh, they're hoping Tortorella's system will help the defense, because that's what it is it's all defense, you know.
yeah,
I mean, for that system to work, you gotta have somebody that can score a fucking goal.
yeah,
I mean, you're gonna lose games 2-1 every fucking night because nobody can score.
Mm-mm. They
It's
stink.
gonna be a long fucking year. It's a damn shame, but like I said in my Facebook post, it's great because nobody's there. So
Yeah.
you get carte blanche to, you know, see the team. And I mean, I've been there before, but it is amazing how fast these fucking guys are. Like,
Yeah,
when you're at a game, you're usually not sitting that close. But when you're right there,
yeah,
I mean, they're huge fucking dudes. Like, Provorov is a fucking monster,
monster.
and he skates like the fucking wind.
Yeah,
And the way they were doing one-timer drills, and like, it was incredible. I mean, just watching them is it's awesome. No matter how bad they are, they're still world-class hockey players.
yeah. The shit amazes me when sometimes even like, and this is not comparable by any means, but like when you get some of our higher end guys that go, why didn't I what? Because my body doesn't fucking never move that way.
My brain
Like-
doesn't think that way.
yeah. But yeah, even to your point, like I was watching, they have the Sharks and Predators are over in Europe or whatever, right? And I was watching some of both of the games. The Preds were playing a Swiss team, and the Sharks were playing the Solar Bears, or the Berlin Solar Bears, or I don't know, whatever the fuck they were called. No, that's not Solar Barons or Ice Barons or whatever the
Something
fuck they
like
were
that.
called. But the size difference from like the fucking NHL guys to, and these are professional guys that were there, but they're not even like, you could just see it. It was like, remember on the fucking regular Nintendo game where they had ice hockey where you can make
Yeah, the
fucking
skinny guy.
yeah.
Fat guy,
That's-
medium guy.
Yeah. It was it was basically like that, dude. It was like, Jesus Christ, look at these guys.
Oh, the
But
Flyers
and then-
tied it up. They're going to OT.
Yeah, 3-3.
Oh, cool.
They sent out Tippett, Sanheim, and Kevin Hayes. Yeah. All right, well, let's wrap us up, man. We'll
Cool.
get the fuck out of here. It's my first day back. It's a school night. It's my first day. First day back.
First day back at school.
Yeah, first day back to school tomorrow. Yeah. So it was fucking, yeah, we'll be back next week, Lord willing.
We're back remote. Studio is down. See the board?
Starting into the group.
My time's come today.
Feeling starting to feel more natural at it again.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. All right, take us home.
We're out.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.